right, podcast number 38. Smack.
Let's do it.
We're on. I gotta pee.
We're on.
All right.
I had topics to talk about today, and they were like whatever. Just
all
talk
right.
about
So
anything. I'll find the topic.
we're starting today's podcast with an intermission because the host
Has to
of T.Radio has to go relieve himself.
Yes, at the beginning of the podcast, so it's gonna be a good night.
But it is podcast number 38.
A lot, man.
38. We started this. When did we start? Last year.
Yeah,
Has it
right
been
around
a
this time.
full
I think.
year?
Yeah.
It's been a full year, right, Tiago? Almost a year.
Yeah, like you do like something special, like podcast number 40, like first year anniversary.
Yeah. 2 more to go.
I think it's been a year.
It's almost a year.
Yeah, just about.
Yeah. Wow. Time flies. Holy shit.
Exactly. Look back, it's like I've done nothing this year at all.
Well, don't feel bad because I haven't done anything special either. It's part of being an adult, I guess. No,
guess so.
it's not. It's just part of it.
Just life nowadays.
It's work.
It's kind of just like the Tom Cruise movie. Live, die, repeat.
Kind of. Every day is Groundhog Day.
Exactly.
God damn it.
Not.
Well, yeah.
People have come and people have gone, but we're still here. You know.
People come and go.
The main crew is still around
We're still here.
because shit.
People,
Shit, girl.
people came. People went.
You ever hear the theory about the whole Groundhog Day? Like how many years Bill Murray actually spent in Punxsutawney? It was something like 2,000 years or something to
Really?
master all the stuff he did. Yeah.
I've actually never watched.
You never watched Groundhog Day?
No.
Dude, you gotta
It's
watch that shit. It's a good
so
movie.
I heard. I think I might have watched clips here and there, but I never saw the movie.
Never saw the actual movie.
entirety.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No shit. There's a movie. There's one of the Hellraisers where it's
yeah?
kind of like Groundhog Day.
Which one is that?
It's one of them. It's one of the latest ones. It's not very
okay.
well. It's not latest. It's like probably like
The
early
newer
2000s.
ones. Yeah.
And it was
Newest
like
one that
and it was
came out,
like
10
Groundhog
years
Day.
ago.
Just Groundhog Day with Pinhead? That sounds horrible.
It's terrifying. Yeah, the guy has to relive the shit day for the rest of eternity or some shit. You know what I mean?
Screw that.
Yeah. Real life mode challenge.
Oh. I don't know what that means.
No, it's just a Battlefield. Anyways, I had topics. Hold on.
Did you write this down?
You got this?
I wrote it down on my notepad on my phone because that's where I have everything. Guns to buy.
Okay.
I'm getting guns. Investing. Yeah, I have things here. Where is it?
Feels like a business portfolio meeting. All right, guys, we got this on QA.
First on the agenda is drum roll.
Serial killers and guns. I was watching a bunch about it, and that's why serial killers.
That's a good topic.
It's a serious topic, my dude.
Yeah.
It's fucking nuts.
So what made you think of that though today?
Because my client was here, and it was this like there's this Brazilian show that it's like 60 minutes or something, and then they just talk about a story about serial killers, about like things, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then they had one about some of these like serial killers from back in the day.
Like the
in Brazil.
OG
Oh, dude, no,
killers.
there's a guy that they were showing. The guy basically, he was in Brazil, and he would I think it was 2014 when he started.
Oh.
He would literally stop his motorcycle, take his gun out, and shoot a girl in the face. He did that like 13. Let me see. Motorcycle killer. Killer Brazil. His name is fucking Tiago, by the way.
Oh.
That's why it caught me like, oh my god. His name is Tiago.
Horrific moment motorcycle is killed.
This guy.
No, that's not it.
This fucking guy.
I don't know. If you had hair, man, that could be you.
No. He's like 6'4", dude. He's huge. He's a tall guy. He's like 6 something, and he just
looks like
he would only kill women that were attractive.
Yeah.
He would only kill attractive women
Really?
to some degree, you know. Yeah, he said that he just like would see them, and then he would stop. He would
just
take his
know.
gun out and shoot him in the chest, in the back, wherever.
That's
he would just
crazy.
shoot a girl and then drive away. Sometimes he would talk to them,
Like, hey, I just
a
shot
little
you.
bit and then shoot them, that's when he got caught.
Oh, they caught this.
Damn, he got major farmer's tan, the son of a bitch. And what like really fucked me up was because his name was Tiago. I was like, what the fuck? That's not me, dude.
Oh yeah,
now there's some fucked up pictures, but I'm not showing that. Yeah, but this fucking guy. And then there was when I was younger, there was another guy that used to like lure women into the forest in his motorcycle.
Like, hey.
And yeah. Same thing. He would take.
Is that how you spell motorcycle?
No, it's a motoquero. It's like
motoquero.
Yeah, and then he would.
Motoquero Taco Bell.
And then he would lure women into the
wooded areas.
Into wooded areas, and then he would rape them, strangle them, kill them.
It sounds like something a serial killer would do.
Yeah, like they
he was a serial killer, and he killed like mad women. They don't even know how many he really killed.
See, I feel like at least like in America, like you found out someone killing like 13 people. That's like huge story news. Like sometimes like international, but like with this stuff,
because it's happening in Brazil. Like nobody gives a fuck, you know. So like there's all these guys. This guy's scary looking.
A little bit.
So like some of these people killed mad people. Like this guy, that's him now.
Oh, okay.
But like, dude, it's fucking nuts. Like 300 people. Some of these guys have killed like 300 people.
Like, how do you do that?
How do you do that and get away with it?
That's just it.
It's just fucking, you know.
Like, where do you find the time to get that into
this guy,
your
see,
day
look,
schedule?
Brazil psychopath serial killer strangled 38 women for fun. This fucking guy.
He looks nice.
He has a likable face. No, he does not. He's fucking crazy. His name is Silson Jose das Graças, 26, who says he murdered dozens of women and would do it again.
So
Brazilian psychopath has confessed of being a prolific serial killer who murdered 38 women over the last decade. Police in Rio are investigating the veracity, fucking crazy words, of the claim made by Celso José das Graças, who said he murdered for the fun of it.
So he literally killed his first victim at like 15.
Something like that, yeah.
That's crazy.
Something like that. And he's not the only one. There's quite a few, like world's worst serial killers, Brazilian security guard. Oh, this guy, yeah.
Yeah.
The guy I was showing you, fucking Tiago, motherfucker.
Tiago.
You are dirtying my name, you son of a bitch.
There's this fascination of serial killers that people have.
Yeah. I have a fascination.
I have a fascination.
Well, explain it to me. Like, I don't understand the fascination.
So
because I'm not capable of doing something like that. Like, I'm not. It's really hard for me to think of killing someone, even in self-defense. And these people just do it and nothing.
It feels natural.
Some of them like doing it. Some of them do it just to feel alive. Some of them like doing it. That's what they. It's like a need. It's like a hunger that they have to fulfill every certain amount of time.
A disease.
Yeah, it's definitely they're not normal.
It's curable if you say you call it a disease. Have them pop a couple pills to be okay.
You'd have to probably pop a lot of pills to make that lifestyle okay.
I mean, is there like, okay, so serial killers, I'm pretty sure none of them has ever reformed, right?
I mean,
No. You're a serial killer. That's it. That's a life career.
Well, I mean, unless you
know what I mean?
Because you go to prison for life.
Yeah, that's it. They catch your ass. You fucked up.
Well, I mean, you kind of look at it like Charles Manson. He technically never killed anybody, but he was still known as like a serial killer.
Yeah,
Charles Manson never killed no one.
He never killed anybody.
What did he do?
He had his people, his cult followers.
Yeah.
Oh, all right. Well, that's different. You know, that's just people being insane. You know, but
insanity. You're talking about serial
a bunch of dumbasses. No. But like serial killers have like a need to kill people, which
it's a shut off
fascinates me in the sense where they're so, you know, like if you see a dead body, you're like, ugh. Even when you see like a dead deer that's like splat all over the world, that's like, oh fuck, that's gross. You know, like you don't want to get close to it.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. Would you go and look and poke with the stick? When I was a kid, maybe, but like now it's like, icky. Dude, sometimes people shake my hand. I go wash. I wash my hand right afterwards.
Just look at like John Wayne Gacy, completely normal dude, you would never know he had 32 kids buried underneath his house.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like he can, like it's a switch.
Yeah. No, but it's kind of what I'm saying is like sometimes people shake my hand.
Yeah.
I wash my hand right after they leave. I don't want to be rude, but it for some reason just makes me want to do it. These people are like literally stuffing their face in dead body with like bodily fluids and all that shit. No gloves, no. They're just doing it and they don't give a fuck. Do you know what I'm saying? So that kind of like freaks me out a little bit. Like
it's like in the back of your head almost.
Dude, I check my doors because I watch so much of this shit. I check my doors at night. Like a lot.
Are you a low risk target?
Well, I think it's only normal to do that.
No, but I check my doors. I like lock that shit, and then I go check it, and then I check it before I go to sleep.
Check the windows.
No, not the windows, but like I have sliding doors, and then I have the front doors.
You would check the windows to like make sure it's locked too.
We never open the windows, but we never open the windows ever, so it's locked.
You never open.
Yeah, I've checked them. Yeah. They've been locked. I've never. Julia doesn't open windows, dude. Julia doesn't do it.
The thing is, it doesn't have to be you guys either.
Yeah, but who's gonna?
How they live in those apartments?
Well, if you're talking about a serial killer, man, he's probably like meticulously trained.
You never know.
You never know. You think people are walking in your house?
Because like they're like just like going into like YouTube's and watching some random videos, and there was one where it's kind of like
I have a camera at home.
10 times of things happening in your house or apartment that you didn't know. Like, people were in it. And they
movement.
Yeah.
And I check it all the time. There has never been a video of someone, messing with my shit, messing with my stuff.
Yeah. That's a good investment too. Is like get a security camera.
Yeah, I have like one right there, and then there's one that faces outside. There's one above your head there. There's one over there. There's one over there. There's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cameras. There's 5 cameras.
It's weird because I'm pretty sure you've seen some of them on YouTube before, where I guess like a woman somehow had access to these people's house or like apartment room, and she would like come down the ceiling at night. She'll land on the refrigerator, then she'll get off.
Dude, that's some chick in Japan. She was living in this guy's crawl space.
That's one.
She would pee in his sink. That's fucked.
There's another one where this old man was living like in the basement of this frat house.
Really?
Yeah. Like somewhere in the United States, I forgot where it was.
It's creepy as fuck.
But he just lives there. I mean, he's minding his own business, but he lives.
Yeah, I know. Well, that's someone being homeless and finding. It's sad in a way,
But still, they're intruding, and like you don't know who they are. It could be an attacker. It could be robbery.
Okay, like you come down like 1 o'clock in the morning, go grab a snack, and all of a sudden there's a weird dude in your apartment.
Yeah, just chilling on the couch, like. Hey. What do you do?
Like, dude, what are you doing?
Who are you?
You don't ask me what are you doing. What do you do?
What do I do? I have a baseball bat.
I was gonna say you reach
next to my bed.
Yeah.
Well,
I got a steel baseball bat next to my bed. I'm not kidding, I do. And I have a samurai sword next to the other door. Now I told the fucking serial killer, and he's gonna hear the podcast, and he's gonna walk in my house. First thing he's gonna do is I'm gonna kill that guy with that samurai sword.
Fucking right.
Because it's right here. Shit. Well, I've always thought because I have a motion light outside.
What, like from your apartment door, or?
Yeah, right outside of my apartment door, there's a motion light in the patio. So sometimes the light goes off.
You just look up
It's like squirrels, and just like, fucking. Is that or is that some dude stand? But I'll tell you right now what happens if some dude is standing right there.
Yep.
Is I'm opening the fucking door.
Just like right away, you just opening up the door. You're not gonna be like, hey.
I'm opening the door. Why am I opening the door? Because we're gonna fight. You're not gonna stand outside. No, it's gonna be me opening the door and him not wanting to open the door because he doesn't know the fight that he has in his hand.
What if it's just imagine you never knew case. He's just standing outside your door like this, like hands behind the back, just.
Dude, if he's in the back, standing outside my fucking door, it's some nefarious, crazy shit.
Nefarious.
And I'm gonna open the door as I take the fucking samurai sword off the sheath, and then I'm stabbing you.
See, now the serial killer knows your plan, dude.
I don't think he's gonna listen to this podcast. Or maybe he is, and that's why he's coming to my house. He found this on YouTube.
He's like, these guys, I'm gonna murder them.
Oh, you got a stalker.
Yeah, oh my god. Am I Britney Spears? You know, that's like celebrities get that shit. Do you think YouTube celebrities get stalkers? Stalker is a weird thing too, man.
I think
like that guy that was infatuated with Bjork.
Oh yeah.
And he was like, he was crazy, dude.
Yeah.
Guy who he sent her a bomb or some shit.
Really?
What?
Or just like
This motherfucker, he was crazy, dude.
Wow.
Look, he was just a fat tub of shit, son of a bitch. Look at him. His fucking man titties.
Jesus.
And he's like cleaning his gun. And then by his final hours, he did all this shit and then he shot himself in the fucking head.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, this fucking guy,
that's
see?
kind of crazy.
The best of me. He had Bjork playing in the background. That's what like really fucks me up is like psychosis is insane.
Is that where he shoot himself?
Oh.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm not showing you guys that.
Yeah. Good call.
I'm
good
alright.
call.
I'm all set.
Yeah, I'm not showing you guys that. There's no need for that.
Yeah, that's...
He just does it. Like, what the fuck, dude?
Yeah, so the dude definitely has some mental issues.
Oh,
And he probably started off a semi-normal person too.
Well, I don't know, because I wanted to
Joe
ask
Rogan
you...
says all the time, and I take it to me, like it really touches me, and I feel the same way about it. Is this guy was someone's baby? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, this guy was someone's little baby. Like, you know, it cried, it pooped, mom took care of him.
It was nurtured and
People say how cute he was, all of that stuff. And then you grow up, without, maybe you already had the psychosis as you grow up, and it's something that's not treated because our society has this big taboo on mental illness and all this other stuff.
It just slipped through the cracks.
And then eventually he's alone in his house and he's going crazy and he's got all these thoughts and his brain is like a broken engine. It just doesn't work right.
But it's still trying to fire.
And it's still like running, but it's running terribly, and then eventually it will crash.
Yeah.
So
He de-escalates and.
yeah, like I have like the list of serial killers here.
Yeah,
like the last one is Adam Leroy Lane.
Wikipedia page bookmarked.
Yeah.
Well, see.
It's not bookmarked, but it's open.
So proven victims and possible victims.
Yes, it's like some of these motherfuckers. Holy shit, Billy Gall, whatever this guy is. It says 2 to 100.
Yeah, 2 confirmed.
Possible
100
victims.
possible.
Plus 100.
Plus possible.
Get the fuck out of here. Look at this motherfucker. 1910 to 1917? What? Oh, that's when he killed people.
Yeah.
10 to 50.
That's still a lot of people.
Poison a husband and residents of her nursing home. Oh, that's a woman.
Oh, some crazy bitch.
Oh.
Amy Archer
Gilligan.
Oh, damn. She was Irish. Andrew Ordiales.
Let's go back to like, what's the oldest on record, on history actually, that they have listed here?
Holy shit.
Anything from like 1800s?
I don't know. It just keeps going down. I think it's like by letter.
It was like 1901.
No,
I think.
the oldest was like early 1900s.
Yeah,
So
but that's
what
when
is
like
this?
people thought of it as serial killers. Think about like in the olden days when just medieval fucking warriors, just would clash and fight. There's got to be like just one guy who just killed people. But it was never. It's fine. It's it's the olden days.
At the time, there was no murder laws.
Yeah.
Like stuff like that. It's like
They had murder laws. It was just different.
it was a way
You could
different
get out
than
of
today.
it back then.
He's like, he stole
depending
my
on who you killed.
What did he say? He stole my goat. And, like you're not supposed
No,
to.
but like back then it's like depending on who you killed,
Yeah.
Like
if
you could
killed,
just be like,
squat-
some pheasant,
Yeah,
some
some pheasant.
pheasant.
Or
It was worthless. His cow was worth more money. But so it's like different stuff. And step into the camera a little bit more.
Yeah. Am I there? Am I in it?
I'm gonna move it like this. We're good.
Okay.
Yeah. So no. Yeah. It's so like back then someone could just go out and just sword people in the face on the road, just like on this horse. Sees a guy.
No one-
sword.
respect. You have like say.
You get on the right side of the road.
What is it? What do you call those people? Like a man who has like
A knight.
noble man. Yeah, like a knight.
Like a
Or
knight.
like a noble person.
Yeah, he can just
Walking
kill
down the
you
street.
and he would never go to jail.
The dude
Just
is
for looking at the
he
wrong
walks
way.
by. Like pushing his
No,
car.
if you're like a lord,
You got mud on his his shoes or something.
he could kill you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
he could kill.
disrespect.
Not just knights. So like if you're a lord, You literally had the power of life and death over people. Literally.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Which you could just like point and say, kill this guy. And then your knights would go and cut his fucking head off. That's like crazy. Right there, right on the road. Just stab him.
Yeah.
Hey, see that guy? I don't like him.
Yeah.
Hang him. He called my wife a fat lard.
And she is. Hang him.
We do not like the truth.
Only I can say that.
Because she likes it in bed. You, my lardy bitch.
Yeah.
Sometimes you think back to like, okay, so they call those medieval times, the dark.
Yeah, like
The Dark
Renaissance
Ages.
eras.
Yeah. The Dark Ages. Renaissance was like
a little
just
bit
afterwards.
later on,
Yeah. It was like from the 1600s on. It was the Renaissance.
Yeah.
Medieval
Period.
times.
I think before that it was just all the Dark Ages.
But all that medieval time took
Which
place
is
in Europe.
ridiculous. Like they call it the Dark Ages, but
It was-
it's
it wasn't
not
that dark.
really true. It wasn't like it was darker. It was just that there was no crazy technological innovation,
No.
and I think it was really called that because the Roman Empire disbanded and broke up.
Yeah, we just
And then
the Iron Age.
you lost the main focus of like art and all of that stuff.
Yeah.
There was still art being made.
plus that was the
There was
time-
still technological, things being made. It was just not as
efficient.
I can't speak today. I can't. I became a foreigner.
Yeah. Whoa.
I am a foreigner, but an American foreigner.
We also think like in that time too, it's also like the Black Plague and stuff was going around too. So
Yeah. When was the Black Plague? Let's take a guess.
I'm gonna go with
I
like
don't know, 1847.
I'm gonna go 11/11.
I'm gonna go with
Just
like
because.
1452.
I'm gonna go with 1238. Sounds like a nice round number.
We doing this
The
Price is Right style.
Come on, 1238.
I'm going with 1.
1238. One.
When did the Black Plague start? The bubonic plague, also known as the Black
1300s,
Death.
The mid 1300s.
Oh, I was the closest then.
Okay, so
The-
estimated 75 to 200 million people died in Eurasia. You know what's crazy? Eurasia. It's like parts of Europe and Asia.
The other
See?
half of the world besides
so
America.
Yeah.
instead of calling it Europe and Asia,
Eurasia.
it's just Eurasia.
How's Eurasia today?
I know I'm Asian.
No, how's Eurasian?
Oh.
How's Eurasia?
My
It sounds like something that's
My age?
in your body.
Yeah.
Like your appendix or something.
Like, how's your
37.
Eurasian today?
How's Eurasia?
I'm 37.
No, so it says that Eurasia peaking in Europe from 1347 to 1351. So it wasn't that long of a time, and it killed motherfucking people,
lot of
man.
Yeah.
Damn, that's a lot of people.
It's
It's
like
a good amount. It's a nice handful.
25 million Chinese and Asians during 15-year period reached Constantinople in 1347. Blah, blah, blah. That's too much to read, but you know what I'm saying. Like you see, it's all of this shit right
The
here.
Great Plague.
Yeah, the Great Plague.
Plague.
The bubonic plague, the Black Death. It could happen today, guys.
It could.
Yeah.
There's been a lot of diseases that have become.
But the
prone-
Spanish flu killed mad people too.
Spanish flu, huh?
Spanish flu. Also called the Dominican flu. No, Spanish. 1918.
That's pretty recent.
Holy shit, dude. Spanish flu in 1918.
Million deaths.
675,000 deaths in the United States. 50 million deaths worldwide.
That's crazy.
Dude, 50 million. Holy fuckaroni.
Well, that number is still kind of small compared to like how many people are actually.
Well, if you look at like the population size back then, though, too.
It wasn't that big.
No.
No, not compared to now.
There was I came across an interesting article on Reddit early today. 70,000 years ago, when that super volcano erupted,
Yeah.
it caused 10 years of winter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
like,
it killed like 75% of the human
yeah,
population.
pretty
Yep,
much.
yep.
Yeah, and like
We were down to like a few thousand
yeah,
people.
just a few thousand.
We almost went extinct.
that was the thing. It was like that time when humans almost became extinct.
That's crazy to
Well,
think
like think about it,
man.
like we came back from a few thousand to today.
To way over. Whoa,
Yeah.
that's an.
So this is the deaths of World War II. Look at how many Soviets died. 25. Well, basically 26 million.
Russia played a huge part.
Oh, that's China.
Yeah,
That's Russia.
China. Russia. No, this
Is that Russia or is that China?
No, it's hammer and sickle.
Oh yes, that's right.
Yeah, but
Sorry.
okay, so this is China then.
Yes.
Yeah.
20 million in China? Fuck, man. That's a lot. Romania?
That's a lot, dude.
That's a lot of people in Romania
I'm
too.
assuming-
227,000. Italy? How many people died in Italy? I can't fucking tell.
I can't
I think
tell.
Italy is
I
this
don't know
one right
which
here. Right here. This is Italy right here. 457,000 people died in Italy. Is that France? What is that? Greece? What is that? I can't tell what this looks like. France to me, man. That's France. Wow, 1 million people died in France. Basically 9 million Germans died. 2.7 million Japanese. Well, it's not such. Well, compared to how many people died in fucking China.
The weird thing is, they don't have U.S. on there either.
What is that stripy stripe?
No.
Is that Greece?
Which is weird.
800,000 people died in Greece, dude.
I mean,
That's a lot of fucking people.
Didn't the United States they were the last to join the war?
No, we were on the Europe.
They were one of the last ones to join the war.
No,
Yeah.
World War II.
World War II. Yeah, I mean.
Yeah, I think.
I think it was July 16th. No, the U.S. joined the war the day of Pearl Harbor.
Yeah, 1942.
Was attacked. Yeah, in 1942.
December 7th.
December what?
December 7th, 1942.
I can't write for shit, you know
I
that?
was like, what's para?
Para.
Oh, Pearl. You had it right.
Pearl Harbor. Harbort.
My parents actually got to see that when we went down to Hawaii.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can actually walk out on the docks and see the ship right there.
December 7th.
Yeah.
I told you, my dude.
It's a Friday this year, Pearl Harbor an anniversary. Would you call it an anniversary? I mean, that's such an awful. It's not really. You're not celebrating anything.
Well, you don't call it. Yeah. Well, obviously.
You call it an anniversary, but you're not.
It's an anniversary because of what's the meaning of anniversary? Is it 1 year cycle?
I guess.
Yeah, I mean,
it's an
we
anniversary.
have. I mean, look it up on.
But yeah, but you don't call those things anniversaries. You call it a date of remembrance.
Yeah.
I guess. Yeah.
Well, I mean, they even say like the anniversary of like 9/11. I mean,
Yeah.
I guess
it's
how you how you perceive the word anniversary. Because like with me, I think of it as like it's like all right, I'm remembering what had happened.
yeah.
Not as I guess the celebration itself.
Wouldn't be a celebration because people use the word anniversary more like what is like more like a marriage couple.
Yeah,
Their
like-
anniversary. Oh, it's nice.
So like
and
our
sweet.
15-year anniversary.
They've been
I
married
went
for
to
15
Canada
years.
for my anniversary.
Or it can be like this like the anniversary of your job. You've been there for like
Oh
X
yeah.
amount of years. That's your anniversary.
Like those people at Market
No, I'm
Basket.
pretty sure not a whole lot of people celebrate that either.
I do. It's been 3 years since I opened the shop.
No, well, for you,
Almost 3 years.
Oh shit.
So
Yeah.
that'd be like the day that you open the shop. It'll be the anniversary
dude.
of your tattoo shop.
Yeah.
Grand opening.
On YouTube they have audiobooks. And I recommend you guys.
Oh, I know this one. I have
Rich
it.
Father, Poor Father.
Yep. Rich
Oh, yeah.
Dad, Poor Dad.
I have the PDF and I have the audio.
You have the audiobook?
Yeah.
But
I
they have it on YouTube as well. I was reading it.
I downloaded from YouTube.
So what is it like a?
You did? That's savage.
Is it like a self-help book or?
No, it's a good it's not a self-help book. It's more like
Inspirational.
inspirational.
Okay.
But it
Kind of
teaches you a lot of
inspiring.
things.
It gives you
Oh, shit.
actual knowledge.
See, that's nice.
Yeah.
There are ideas. For
6
to
lessons.
use.
To build
Look,
off of.
Right.
So here's like a little card, right? 6 lessons of Rich Dad, Poor Dad book, right? Lesson number 1, financially free, don't work for money. The financially free don't work for money. Lesson number 2, the financially free work for financial literacy. Lesson number 3, to become financially free, you have to mind your own business. I like that. Lessons number 4, the financially free study taxes and the power of corporations. Lesson number 5, the financially free invent money. Lesson number 6, to become financially free, work to learn, don't work for money. I don't know what 70 WDS is.
I don't know.
Worldwide.
Prestige.
But yeah, I mean,
it's kind of cool.
Go to YouTube.
So when I was painting today, and when I was painting yesterday, that painting on the wall over there, the sunset.
It looks like a duck.
But it could also be a sunrise. Maybe it's a duck. It's a little duck. But maybe
Cannot unsee it now. It's a duck.
Well, that painting I painted for a friend who's getting engaged, and I'm not gonna be able to make it to his engagement party, so I feel bad. And then I spent a good 2-3 hours making a pretty cool painting for him.
Came out nice. I
like colors. I just like painting colors for some reason. They just look really awesome. And it's
a lot more contrast.
And that's like a big canvas. I'm going to start buying those canvas to paint. They're kind of expensive.
But as long as you're having fun with it.
Oh, it's a lot of fun. They're, like those canvases, like the regular canvases are like $10, right?
That's not bad.
These are like $50.
Really?
Yeah.
$50.
That's a huge jump.
Yeah. Because they're I don't know. They're really well made and they last forever.
Really?
Yeah. They last forever. That's why paintings are in fucking museums, right?
Yeah,
they last forever. True. So, might last longer than your marriage. You never know. You could inherit a painting or something. Maybe one day I'll become famous.
They're gonna pay for that.
Yeah, right?
I'm not saying that.
No, Tiago gave it to me.
I'm just saying, let's say one day, because it happens, unlike Pablo Picasso, who knew he was going to become super famous, I'm probably never going to be a famous painter. But one day, after I'm dead, they're like, oh shit, there's a painting from this artist from 2018.
They Google
and this is like
name.
2004. Nobody paints anymore, but just lasers things or something. Now it's worth like 10 grand.
No, they're going to Google your name and find out you were a serial killer in Brazil.
Yeah,
No. His name's got an H, mine doesn't. Fuck that guy. It's spelled differently.
It's not me.
Did you know you can ask Google things?
Yeah.
When did the USA enter WWO2? History of the United States during World War II. 1942, but yeah, what was the date? September 20. I was like, September 39? That doesn't exist.
But it was not considered a world war until September 39th.
Yeah, there's no 39th.
September 39th.
This guy's crazy. He's ridiculous. That's Yahoo Answers. Yahoo, you stupid as fuck. You don't know your shit.
Spell check is your friend.
World War II, 1939 to 1945, Washington. No. Why didn't I say enter World War II? That's not the question. It's like, when was it declared? Was the day U.S. Declaration of War. All right. So December 8th.
Yep.
1941. Because December 7th, 1941, that's when Pearl Harbor was attacked. Mm-hmm. And then on December 8th, we declared. 42. No, it's 41.
Was it 41?
Right here.
It says right there.
But you believe everything on the internet?
Okay, so that...
D-Day was 1944, right?
D-Day?
Where were you?
40.
Oh, right there. So where Tiago was pointing at says December 8, 1941 was the date of the U.S. Declaration of War. But in fact, the U.S. was at war on December 7, 1941 at 7:55 a.m. when the Japanese attacked Pearl Harbor.
Okay, so as soon as they attacked, we're at war. Fuck you. We're going to fuck you up.
They actually declared it saying, we're at war now.
So the president had to come out and speak his mind and,
make, that declaration.
Speak the truth.
People of the United States, we are at war with Japan, or, we are at war.
Was that FDR stuff?
I think I'm turning Japanese.
I think I'm turning Japanese. You're like, all right, hold on, let me just go declare it.
Yeah.
We're just going to go now.
It's like,
let me declare this shit.
Right away.
It's kind of...
But you have to make it known to, the people of the country.
Yeah. It's how would you say it? It's a formal thing.
Yeah. Exactly.
One of the rules of war is I gotta tell you I'm gonna kick your ass.
Or just
that's why every time I fight, I tell you the motherfucker I'm gonna fuck you up.
You go back to 0102. Remember Bush going on the TV saying we're coming after you, Iraq.
Yeah, he said Mr. Saddam Hussein tried to kill my dad. Remember when he said that? Yeah. Anyways,
that was a while ago.
That was so long ago. That was 2003, I think.
2003?
Wow. Over 10 years.
Wow, over 10 years. Holy crap.
Over 10 years? Dude, there are people in Afghanistan today who were not born when Afghanistan war started.
That's a crazy thought.
Right? Or were they born? Yeah.
Yeah, they were born before.
Well, it's 2018. They didn't even speak. They were just children. They were babies when it started, and now they're going to war. Times, man. It's crazy times. Is this the longest American war ever? Yeah, it is. Afghanistan is the longest American war.
Yeah.
That's why I love Google. Thank you, Google. Longest American.
You don't use Alexa anymore?
She's in the room. She heard you. She's gonna say something. Longest American war in history.
The longest war in America.
Yep. And then after that, I think it was Vietnam. Vietnam. Bacanonium. American.
America.
American. American. That's what I wrote. Longest foreign wars. These are America's longest foreign wars. 9. Damn. We would seem to always be at war.
Huh? Hey, President Obama
announced Tuesday that 19. So this article is from forever ago, huh?
It's from 2014.
Damn, this article is old as shit.
But we haven't been in another war.
The Afghan War. This is 2016, this article.
To 2016.
15 years.
Vietnam War was 10 years, dude.
Yeah.
Wow, dude. 65 to 75. Get the fuck out of here.
Iraq was 8 years.
Iraq's still going on, if you ask me. But World War II was only 3 years.
Oh, wow.
That's
In 8 months.
That long.
The Korean War was 3 years. The Korean War officially ended.
The Philippine
Is it officially over?
I think so, yeah. They signed the truce. Yeah, they signed the truce. According to Trump, that's his doing.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give credit where credit is due.
If he was able to pull it off.
I'm not mad at that, dude.
No.
He actually did something. I mean, he talked to the guy, right?
Shit.
Huh?
He talks a lot of shit. He's very inappropriate.
No, he just had Dan
But he's
Rahman over
doing
there
some
playing
good.
basketball.
Like he talked about term limits for congressmen. I fucking love that shit.
That's
and
a
if
good
he
idea.
gets that through, I'm like, that's it. I'm gonna have to say, good job.
I'm gonna have to write him a thank you letter.
I'm gonna have to. That's a good job, dude. That's good.
Go get right
There's a lot of shit. Listen, there's a lot of shit I don't agree with. With what he does. There's a lot of shit I don't agree with. But there are some things I agree with.
Yeah,
you know, I agree with a lot less than what I agree. You know,
Yeah.
I disagree more than I agree.
a lot more that you
But I
disagree.
still
It's like
want the country to
75-30.
succeed, and I still want us to go forward. I'm not a fan of a lot of social issues. I'm not a huge fan of the immigration policies
No.
and all that other stuff. But there are some economical things that he's doing that I like, but there are some things that I don't like. This whole tariff thing, I think a lot of the tariffs on Turkey, awesome. Put tariffs on Turkey. You know,
Be a good idea.
Erdogan is a douchebag, so that's his name, right? Erdogan, whatever.
I think so.
Don't go to Turkey now, talking shit, bitch.
Motherfucker.
Yeah, but there's tariffs on like certain things from China that it's not gonna hurt the Chinese as much as it's gonna hurt us when we buy, because we still have to buy the shit. They don't build anything here.
Import a lot.
Yeah,
Yeah,
a lot of
we're still gonna have to buy it. So who's it gonna hurt? Them or us?
Yeah.
It is not gonna force
It's gonna hurt us.
to open companies here and make it ourselves anytime soon either. That's
Yeah.
not
Exactly.
gonna happen. The
So,
biggest
yeah.
importer for us is Canada. They buy just like, I think it's more like a lot of food and
Yeah, like probably like agricultural.
Dude,
Yeah, a lot of
the
agricultural,
Spanish-American War was in May 1898 to December 1898, and only 385 U.S. troops killed in action. The Mexicans only killed 385. They call it Spanish-American War because Mexico was technically still part of Spain at the time.
Yeah.
Spain territory.
And that's when we took
The Alamo.
Texas, by the way.
The what?
Texas.
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 Ah.
Texas.
Texas,
Arizona.
Arizona.
Mexico,
Nuevo Mexico. New Mexico.
Utah.
Yeah.
Mexico.
Los Angeles. That was all Mexico. and we took that shit. That wasn't technically Mexico.
But
It was Mexico,
It was
but
Spanish
yeah.
territory at the time.
The Persian Gulf War was 7 months.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
I
1991.
remember. Was it 1991, 1992? Was it 1990? 1990.
Yeah.
I remember watching TV and they were showing those images that it was like green,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
where they had, you know, the Saddam's forces were firing at the airplanes, and then
Oh,
there was
shit.
explosions in Baghdad.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was pretty
See, I
intense.
wasn't even born yet for that.
I remember.
Wow.
Yeah, I had
You are a baby. You are a baby.
93.
You know the way.
You know the way.
You are a baby. I was gonna say
1990, I was in
something, but then
fourth
people
grade.
called me racist.
We had those like little weekly
What were you gonna
readers.
say?
It's something people keep saying on the internet for some reason. It's in my head. It's like, I have Ebola. It's messed up.
I have Ebola.
I have Ebola.
What is this? Where'd that come from?
I don't know.
It's just a funny little video.
Yeah.
I've never seen it. I don't know. I don't think I want to see it. I'm not really interested.
Nah, it's cool. First
Time homebuyer tips.
Gulf War. What was it called? The first Gulf War?
The Gulf War.
First Gulf War. There was the second one.
Yeah, it was.
Persian War, right? Persian
No, it was
Gulf
the
War.
first Gulf War.
Yeah.
It was in 1991 documentary. Frontline 1996
Yeah,
Gulf War complete.
Gulf War.
But there's one 4 minutes and it explains the first Gulf. They call it the Persian Gulf War because they America with President George H.W. Bush
Senior.
went in. Well, you know George H.W. Bush. So
Yeah.
they went into Iraq from the Persian Gulf. And That's
Yeah.
why, through
Through Saudi.
Kuwait.
Yeah,
To Saudi and Kuwait.
Okay.
Yeah. There's some crazy stuff happening back then, man. It was different times. It's just a bit crazier now.
A little bit. And the guns got bigger.
The guns have gotten smarter.
Well, you notice
Smart,
a lot of these. What is it? So the Gulf War was only 1 year, or a little bit. No, not even 1 year. 7 months. 148 U.S. troops killed in action.
Yeah. How many people died in Afghanistan? That's messed up.
Afghan, 1800.
Well, this is by 2016. It was 1800.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was 47,000
That was a lot,
troops
dude.
died in
Yeah.
the Vietnam War. Wow.
That was like the biggest.
And it was 10 years long.
Yeah.
10 years and 2
They
months.
crunched the
It
map
wasn't
on
a
that,
really
man.
good documentary I was watching on Netflix about the Vietnam War.
3,000,
the Vietnam
dude.
color or whatever it was.
It was one of them. There was two of them actually. The one where it talked about the Vietnam War, and then the other one about how, like the Vietnam dude, what's
Yeah.
his name? Ho Chi Minh.
Ho Chi Minh.
Yeah, how like he was the one that kind of like started the whole entire thing because he wanted to liberate his
No
country
shit.
from from France
Yeah,
at the
yeah.
time.
This
And
guy.
he was like
Get-
seeking
get rid of-
America. Yeah, he was seeking
Ho
America for
Chi
help. I mean, like he was
You
like
wanna get rid
he
of-
was a great dude.
You want to
He
get
was
rid
a
of
nice guy.
communism.
But his people were like, what is it? They were kind of like, he just wanted to free his people,
Yeah.
free his country for their own independence. Nobody wanted to help him. He went out and actually seek America's help. He wrote a letter to, I think, was it Harris?
Harrison Ford.
Not Harrison.
It was it
Ford.
Ford?
Who was president at the time? Henry. No.
Truman? No,
Truman.
it wasn't
No,
Truman.
I forgot who the president was at the time, but he wrote a
Henry
letter-
Ford.
Henry Ford.
Yeah, yeah.
Was it Henry Ford?
Was it Henry Ford? I don't know.
No, not Henry Ford. Henry Ford was the car guy.
Was it?
Yeah.
No,
Henry
there's a Henry Ford president.
No, there's
Was
a
it
Henry
the
Ford president. This
Yeah.
fucking guy right here.
Was it him?
No,
Was that him?
no, is that him? No, that's
I don't
no,
know.
that's
Ford Motor
that's the Ford guy.
We're getting this all confused.
Founder of
But
Ford
anyway,
Motors.
He reached out to the United States president at the time, and and the president was kind of all right, you know.
It was Lyndon Johnson, man. It was Lyndon Johnson.
He totally backed
LBJ.
out. So he grew animosity towards that also, and he was the one that founded North Vietnam,
No shit.
who was more the communists, and then there was South Vietnam, who were more like the I guess almost like the
The democratic, yeah.
kind of part of
Diplomacy
Yeah.
section of it.
I mean,
They were Democratic.
It was really good.
They were Democratic. The South Vietnam was Democratic, and then North Vietnam, because it's closer to China, and then they had Mao Zedong, helping shit out over there. And then you had,
it was really
people who wanted, communism in the country.
Yeah.
Ho Chi Minh, and Ho Chi Minh was actually quite educated.
He was a smart man. He was a nice dude. He came off like a really nice guy, but he was the one who's kind of like tipped everything towards
the escalation.
Escalating. And,
Dude, it was Ford, dude. This guy's a fucking Ford.
Oh, it's him? Henry, what's his name?
Johnson.
Lyndon Johnson, LBJ.
Lyndon Johnson, hell yeah. But didn't he take over after
Nixon?
No. He took it before Nixon. When Kennedy died.
Yeah.
That's Eisenhower.
Yes.
Eisenhower right here. So first it started with him,
US
and then
president.
him, and then
Okay.
So it was Johnson and Nixon and then Kennedy.
Yep.
Yeah, and who is this guy? What's his name?
Is that?
Ooh, we should know that dude.
I want to say Carter, but I know it's not Carter.
No, that's not Carter. That was before Carter.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'll have to refresh up.
No, I'm looking it up right now because I cannot remember his name. His name is probably Ford. I'm telling you.
Gerald Ford.
Gerald Ford. There you go. See?
There's a Ford.
So it was a Ford.
Hey.
I was on the right.
Gerald Ford, this guy right here.
Gerald Ford.
And he took over when Nixon
was impeached.
Resigned.
Oh yeah.
He resigned.
It was Eisenhower. Eisenhower
was the first one.
That was the dude that Ho Chi Minh approached for help liberate from the French control at the time. Yeah.
No way, man.
Crazy.
The Viet Minh. Nixon. JFK. Ask.
Not what
your country can do for you,
but what
you can do for your country.
Yeah,
is that what he said exactly?
I think so. Yeah,
along that line.
But you get that like that preppy Massachusetts, like I'm from the Cape and hoity-toity.
Hoity-toity.
Kennedy speech.
Yeah, actually, you listen to him actually speak. He was a phenomenal public speaker.
Joe Kennedy.
He was very charismatic.
He was
on like when he gave out a speech.
So there has been a lot of presidents that spoke really well, and I think Reagan was one of them.
Yeah,
he was definitely great.
He knew how to.
George H.W. Bush, the father, was great. Clinton was incredible.
Oh, he was a silver tongue and a half.
As a speech giver. So
I did not have sexual relations
with that woman.
Okay, we believe you.
All right,
case closed. Kevin Starr, go home.
It'd be awesome if it was just that easy. Like, I already said it, guys. Screw it.
It's the president. He's telling the truth.
All right. Oh, we got word from President John F. Kennedy.
You know what's really dumb? I didn't know that POTUS stood for
President of the United States.
I was like, who the hell is POTUS? Who's this POTUS guy?
What am I just hearing of?
POTUS. Who's a POTUS?
Inherently and historically opposed to secret
This is a good speech.
To secret oaths and to secret proceedings. We decided long ago that the dangers of excessive and unwarranted concealment of pertinent facts far outweighed the dangers which are cited to justify it. Even today, there is little value in opposing the threat of a closed society by imitating its arbitrary restrictions.
So that was.
Damn, the guy spoke well, man.
Yeah,
he did.
Yeah, Obama is incredibly.
He was very well spoken.
Very well spoken. That's probably one of the gripes I have with Trump. He just
blabs out shit. He doesn't care.
Blabs.
Yeah,
I think if he collects
he repeats
his thoughts,
himself too much.
Yeah, collective and then know what you're saying.
That doesn't make a great president, but that makes a president that can captivate people to his side.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Understand. Instead of just throwing shit out left and right and sometimes contradict himself 2 sentences later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I really meant they, not there. So, sorry.
I'm sorry. I'm on Twitter too much. But I'm a great guy. I'm a great guy. I gotta tell you, I'm a great guy. Listen to me. I'm a great guy.
I know, because I'm a great guy.
Yeah. Everybody around me tells me I'm a great guy. I must be a great guy. No. So, yeah. No, I mean, the president is such a weird position where I don't. To me,
Yeah.
I think if you were over 60 something, you just shouldn't become president.
Well, why is that?
Well, I understand it that with age comes, experience.
Yeah.
But I think now we need someone young. We need someone with a lot of heart and a lot of fucking energy who can, get his goddamn grays in office and not go to office dyeing his fucking hair because he's already gray. Do you know what I'm saying?
Okay. Like maybe like
and no goddamn fake tans either anymore because you're not a Guido from fucking New Jersey.
Hey,
stop doing that. All right?
Hey, you fucking meathead. But like maybe like having like
it's hard to take you seriously when you do that.
Yeah, like having someone younger, but also have some like in your cabinet.
We need someone like Case.
Guidance.
No.
Case, come on.
Case.
You see, people that should be president do not want to be president. That's what happens.
Hey, Trump said that way back in the day.
You never
man.
know.
What did he say?
He said, "I'll never run for president."
Is that what he said?
And a couple of interviews.
But he said if I did run for president, I would run as a Republican because they're gullible.
Yep.
That's what he said. He said that. That came out of his fucking mouth.
He said that on live
I'm pretty
TV.
sure someone will find a video footage or an audio.
Oh, it's already been spread around.
Oh,
Dude.
it has it?
Oh,
Really?
yeah.
Oh, okay.
He's like, where have I been the past year?
Yeah. Says
I think he was on like Good
Ruin.
Morning America or something. Oprah.
Oh, an Oprah. Back in '88, huh?
Donald Trump's
Good year.
Oh, great year. I love it. I don't remember it.
He even knows where, like...
About the internet, the year 1988. Oprah asks if he might run
He was on Oprah.
someday.
I would never want to rule it out totally because I really am tired of seeing what's happening with this country.
Sound familiar?
We have to make America great again. Thank you. Thank you.
You said, though, that if you did run for president, you believe you'd win.
Well, I don't know. I think I'd win. I tell you what, I wouldn't go in to lose. I've never gone into losing in my life. And if I did decide to
That's
do
confidence, man.
I think
Yeah, he knows.
I admire
I
that.
would say
Yeah.
that I would have a hell of a chance of winning.
I mean, he got to a...
People- I don't know
Wait,
how
he
you
didn't...
raised it, but I think people are tired of seeing the United States.
Was he born into riches? Was he
Yeah,
born
oh
into-
yeah.
Daddy-O was like
It was a big...
over
huge-
$250 million in the bank
Okay.
when he was born.
Yeah.
Okay.
Daddy-O didn't make the fucking fortune either. It was Grandpa.
Was Grandpa?
Grandpa
Oh, really?
came from
And,
Germany. I know his history because I had to fucking go look, right? Because I'm like, I gotta know about this guy. Because I'm not sure about this guy. I need to know. I used to like him before he became president.
Yeah.
And then I'm
now
very critical of the way he handles things a little bit.
it makes sense. He's kind of just
Too much
very
wishy-washy,
low- yeah, it's
just
wishy-washy,
fucking,
it's
just
very
fucking, let's
unorthodox.
do this, let's do
Just
that.
stick and poke.
One,
You know.
I don't completely blame him because he's not a politician. Doesn't know what the fuck
Yeah, but what's
he's
a
doing.
politician?
Yeah, but he's been in the game for long enough dealing with high business in New York. You kidding me?
Oh, yeah.
How many times do you take the mayor and senators out for dinners?
Yeah, and
Yeah,
he
yeah,
talks
so he know
shit,
these
and
guys.
He kind of, he mosey up to him,
Yeah.
which is kind of what he's doing. He's kind of mosey up to the American people.
Yeah. He knows the game.
I don't like the Make America Great Again. I want Make America Great.
Yeah.
Because
Going back to
what are we saying great? What are we great? We're big. Okay,
Yeah.
great means big. Definitely big. But our healthcare system sucks.
Oh,
Our
also,
healthcare system fucking sucks.
what point of greatness are we going back to in our country's
Right.
history?
When people couldn't vote?
to
When
that
women couldn't
time
vote?
where
What
it
time?
was great, but I mean,
When has it ever been trash?
was it? At what point? Like,
When black people were getting
For what?
hung and
For
burnt
who?
in the streets,
Yeah.
when lynched, when black people were getting lynched, when they couldn't sit in the same benches or go to the same bars. When are we? What do you mean great?
This is true.
When gay people couldn't marry? What are you talking about?
at the
Huh?
time of like.
When are we going back to? What time?
2007, Britney Spears.
Oh baby, baby. That's actually 2004 Britney Spears.
No, 2007 Britney Spears is when she went crazy and shaved her head.
All right, though. That's not great though. That's her worst time.
Well, it was a
For her, it was a bad
It
time.
was a turning point, though.
Yeah, but 2007 was just before the market crash.
Yeah.
So I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't want to go back there.
Was it that bad? It wasn't really that bad.
Yeah, it was-
Maybe- 'cause
I don't think it's been bad ever. It's America. It's America, my man.
The only time, like, I
Do you know what I'm
read
saying?
and hear really bad
For someone who grew up in Brazil,
you know,
Yeah,
like,
true.
well, yeah, I mean, you grew up there. It's totally different. I'm never gonna understand or know. But like growing up here in America, I mean, I came from Cambodia, and my parents walked through my landmine field just to get here.
Yeah.
And then like when like the worst thing that happened in America that I know that I read was apparently the Great Depression back in the 30s.
Yeah.
Because that was a huge market.
It was 1929 to 1933.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Something like that.
People had to ration food. Like
all their money was gone in the bank.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. And then the recession was pretty bad. The recession did suck.
Yeah.
And I think it took a lot out of people. It took a lot of trust from the government, you know.
And they got a lot of people got fucked over because of that.
And you have to understand, most people that voted for Trump are people that voted for Obama.
Yeah.
Where they believed
in what he was saying.
In what he was saying and what he wanted to do. And I truly believe Obama had good intentions, that he wanted to do something good.
Yeah.
And I think he did do some good. And I don't think he did all the good that he was talking about. And nobody can do everything, that's for sure.
But like statistically what he was able to accomplish from what he was given, he wasn't all that bad.
Pretty good. Yeah. He did pretty good. Economic times are actually quite amazing right now.
They are.
And I have to give credit where credit is due, and that's definitely because of Trump. Trump is good for business.
Yeah.
You know, people are not afraid to do business when Trump is in office because he knows he's not going to, give you a weird tax or a weird regulation. And sure, that's great for business. Terrible for the environment, but it's great for business.
It makes money.
Fuck the earth, right? But we're making money. But I think, like coal jobs, fuck coal jobs. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Oh, that's
who the fuck wants to be a coal miner?
That's another thing where we.
Yeah, but you get paid a shit ton of money.
Oh yeah, but you also die of black lung. There have been
the health hazards.
Yeah.
Okay.
No. They're not just health hazards. You're gonna die.
Well, they call it health hazard.
Yeah.
Yeah. To be OSHA correct.
Yeah.
Their health hazards are fucking cleaning the streets, my man.
We are creating jobs. He is making all these jobs for all these people, but they're not like highly skilled job.
Yeah. Right? Well, it's more of like a labor force again.
Yeah, they're going back to the labor force. It's like, but you're not like, it's the modern day.
There are more people working at Arby's than fucking coal miners today. Okay, so it's not.
They're saying in the next 20 years that for my type of work, like general construction, plumbing, all that, there's not going to be any people to do the work because kids aren't pursuing labor-intensive jobs anymore.
No, nobody's pursuing that kind of stuff anymore.
It's it's sad to hear.
That's why we need immigrantes.
Like the United States farm is declining because of that, but also because nobody grows up and wants to be a farmer anymore. Not in today's age.
That's why we're gonna have robots doing that shit or Mexicans. You pick.
Well, guess what? Let's go and build robots so they can farm for us. Let's go off and move up to bigger, higher things and like modernize us and like look towards the future instead of looking back like, oh, let's go back to the dinosaur age.
Yeah.
Where
let's keep fucking digging coal off the ground while we can fucking have.
Yeah, but it's what at that point it's what they know and it's what's easy to them.
Well, yeah, but that generation is dying out, my man.
It is.
We can all teach their kids how to work solar. They're in where the fucking sun is shining all the time anyways. Why don't we just start building solar like off the fucking asshole and providing the country with solar energy?
This is true.
Oh, we can't do that. So you wishy-washy. You think you can fucking solve. Let's fucking put these guys. I mean, they're smart, right? They're fucking smart. Let's put these people into fucking work. Let's build solar. Let's build wind. I mean, they have fucking tornadoes, for Christ's sake. They got enough wind.
Yeah, but who are you gonna have build the towers?
What?
Who are you gonna have build the towers?
We're gonna teach them. You think these guys that can use machinery are not gonna learn how to build towers for?
Yeah, but what happens after that old generation dies out?
When they die out, my man. New generation comes in and has to work on the wind turbines. And what do you mean?
That's one thing that's struggling because kids aren't going into trades.
Yeah, but that's a skilled job.
It's a skilled trade, but
working with solar panels is a skilled job. It's not an unskilled job.
Like where my brain's at, like what happens when they don't want to pursue that and just want the easy cash on being,
But there's not enough jobs in there, so we need to educate them. We need to tell them, hey, this is a good paying job. Let's pay them enough. It's a good paying job. Fuck this. In America, I have a problem with this thing where people get a job just for the benefits.
Yeah.
What the fuck? How about we make it so benefits do not exist? You get it from the government. You get your health insurance from the government.
It's like socialized.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Let's fix the system, man, because right now it's crazy. I go for me and Julia, we pay a health insurance with the Health Connector. Awesome. That's
Yeah.
Obamacare. Actually works. It's really good. We got it. Whatever. But the hospital gets to choose when they're in network or out of network.
Yeah.
For some fucking reason with our vision program, they were not in network at the month where I got my eye exam.
Yeah.
Now they send me a bill for $280.
Yeah, me and the kid I work with were talking about this today about the privatized healthcare industry, dude. It's completely ass backwards.
Yeah. If I went down to the fucking health place in downtown Lowell,
like
which
the
was
free clinic?
in network,
Yeah.
it would have been $200.
No shit.
It's $80 less than the place that's down the street, the Harvard Vanguard place.
Yeah, yeah.
So they get to choose whatever price they want to fucking charge. How about
crazy.
this? Nobody gets to charge shit. The doctor gets a salary,
Yep.
and he has to see so many patients every fucking day.
Well, like the way we were thinking about it, it's like almost leave it to keep it still like a free market, but put restrictions on the insurance companies, keep it enough.
Like in Japan, where they have a list of how much you can charge.
Exactly, keep it competitive.
In Japan, they have a socialized, privatized system where the government tells you how much you can charge.
Yeah.
And this is kind of like socialism and kind of crazy, but
Yeah.
it's for the fucking people. Health is
works.
something you're going to use whether you like it or not.
Exactly.
One time in your life, eventually you're going to use. Nobody should go broke because they broke a leg.
No.
Nobody should go bankrupt because they got cancer. That we should help each other. If we call each other a Christian nation, then money shouldn't come before people's health.
It's the root of all evil, man.
And that's coming from an atheist. Read the Bible.
Motherfuckers.
Forget about how much pig you eat and what the gays are doing. And let's take care of each other like Jesus said. What would Jesus do? He would pay for your medical bills.
No, he wouldn't pay for them. He would just heal you.
He'll totally heal everyone.
Boom.
Nah, he did just no. He would yes,
Yeah.
but that's
Yeah, I
Jesus.
just see Jesus one of
That's
those
just
fat
Jesus.
stash just passing it out to people.
Yeah, well, Jesus is the great guy to go to an Italian restaurant with. You ask for a glass of water, go wine.
Why?
You know what I mean? You don't even have to buy a drink. Just no. Just ask for a glass of water. I got you. Are you gonna order the fish too? Because we just ordered one. And people are gonna hate me for that joke. Anyways, boys.
Oh,
I think we're good for the night. We're 1 hour in.
really? That was fast. Perfect timing.
I guess we're done.
We're done.
We're done.
What's up, man?
Hey, how you doing?
Good. We're just doing a podcast. You came in